What's up, everyone? It's Dakota, and welcome back to another video. And today, we're not going to be talking about Magic. We're going to be talking about just the channel as a whole, kind of going over what happened in 2023 and looking forward into 2024. I did something like this last year where we kind of overview 2022 and went over to what was going to happen this year, and I wanted to essentially do the same thing to kind of keep everyone updated and kind of see where things are going to be at going in the future and kind of what to expect going forward. So of course, if you're watching this and you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, ring the notification bell so you know when videos get posted, as well as going to links down below and joining the Discord server. And for those of you that are already subscribed and everything, thank you so much for being a part of the journey and supporting my channel and honestly getting me to a place where I didn't think that we would be. When I started making videos again, in the reason why I even started my channel solely on Magic content in the first place was to become a better player. I had aspirations of playing in more tournaments and, just trying to get better as a player. And I felt that if I, could translate that into content creation where I can connect with other people and I can become, a better player on top of, what I was already doing to try to be a better player, that I would have more success. And while I had, a decent amount of success for as much as I actually played that year, the channel itself has gotten a lot bigger, and a lot more successful than I had imagined it could have been. So for 2023, I know that we had some pretty, standard goals. I wanted to get to 250 subs, and I wanted to have, I think, like 20 or 30,000 views, like total on the channel. And for anyone, that may notice like sub counts or anything like that, just from watching the videos, we crushed that, like absolutely crushed it. And I had pretty low expectations. I was getting nervous there towards the middle of the year, just because like the growth was slow. We're posting videos, I'd say pretty often, and the last like few months have just been crazy with all the subscriptions, all the videos getting just tons of views, all the watch time, everything like that. It's been crazy. And like I went from the beginning of the year where a video would get like 15, 20 views and people would watch it for 2.5, 3 minutes. That was like the high end of like views and the high end of like watch time and everything. I mean, that was, to me, that was awesome. I love seeing that. And now where like I get videos that get into the triple digits, and if they don't have, 6, 7 minutes of watch time, it's considered like a bad video on my analytics, like is awesome. And I mean, I know that's kind of like deeper than I think what people like to hear or maybe see or whatever. They just want to watch people like play Magic, talk about it, whatever. But to me, that definitely puts into perspective like the work that I've been able to put in on the channel, and then of course all of you, showing that support, sticking around for longer in those videos, and more people watching and more people connecting to try and build a community based on players that want to get better and even help other players, including myself, even get better than where we're at now. So from the bottom of my heart, really thank you all so much for helping me hit those goals for 2023. And I got some big asks for 2024. So the big goals for 2024: get to 1,000 subscribers, and with that also getting to be a YouTube partner, full all benefits, everything by the end of 2024. And I think with kind of the schedule and stuff like that and the things I have planned for the future, I'm hoping that we can make that a reality and we can hit that sooner than the end of 2024. But that's like the big number one goal, of course, is to get to 1,000 subs. With that said, there's a few projects that I talked about, at the end of 2022 that I wanted to get for 2023, and they just didn't really pan out. And now I kind of have the wheels in motion for a type of like podcast slash like show to do, sometime in 2024. I'm not going to say it's going to be like in the beginning, but definitely the wheels are in motion and could start a lot sooner than I would have expected it to. So I'm hoping with like kind of adding that kind of variety on top of, doing our normal videos, we're going to be going over modern and pioneer decks that kind of show up in the format, trying to keep people up to date with what the top tier decks in the formats are doing. on top of like kind of how to combat them and stuff like that. Try to get more gameplay on the channel as well. Like definitely didn't play nearly as much Magic for the channel as I wanted. That said, like the videos that we did get actually did fairly well, so I definitely want to obviously keep doing that, because that's what people want to see. The Why Nobody Plays series, I mean, has been amazing, like nothing short of amazing. Like people have been sitting down watching it for a long time, gets a ton of views, whatever, and they're also a lot of fun for me to create. It's a way for me to like kind of look back, at modern history and kind of put it in my own way and try to, you know, essentially like tell people that maybe are new to the game and wondering like, hey, I've never seen this card before. Like, you mean to tell me like this was good? What's going on? Things like that, and maybe some return some nostalgia too for some of the older players that might have played with those cards. And I have one more lined up for the end of the year to kind of come out. I think will kind of be like the nice little finale for the series for 2023. As we shift and look forward to next year. Uh, so hopefully with kind of all that, the different discussion videos, the different gameplays, and the streams, and hopefully some other shows and stuff kind of coming up. That we'll be able to post like 5 to 7 videos a week. At least Monday through Friday. Of course, Saturday and Sunday probably just being like more streams and things like that, and just because it'll be a lot easier. I know when I go out to paper tournaments, whenever I get the chance to, I kind of want to like vlog them and kind of like take people like on that journey and stuff like that. As from the content creation standpoint, kind of moves more towards into the personal goals for myself for Magic, and that's of course like qualifying for a pro tour, qualifying for Worlds is always like the goal for every year. And I think as like the YouTube channel kind of gets bigger and we kind of move forward and in like that sort of space, it makes it a lot easier for me to kind of like lock in and get focused into like the seasons and stuff like that. So we're gonna find a way to make it happen. We're gonna try to get there because I think not only is it good for the channel as a whole, just good for me as a player and kind of like reaches that original goal and the original purpose of the channel, which is to kind of like teach people and learn things for myself and hopefully you know learn other people a thing or two as we kind of go on and like we try to evolve. So I'm hoping this means that we can get 5 to 7 videos a week. Hopefully the channel can continue to grow in the way that it has, which is honestly rapidly, given like the size and everything. It's just been awesome, and I'm terrible. I'm either like really overly sharing of my emotions or I'm very reserved, I think, in that way. So like trying to find a balance is personally just hard for me and a shortcoming that I have in life. But definitely means a lot to me from all the nice comments that I've gotten from people, all the likes, all the people reaching out and saying that they like the content, people telling me like, hey, you do this to like improve and do better, and giving like that sort of like constructive criticism that I want to hear from the people and how I can make these videos better, how I can make them more entertaining and more enjoyable so more people want to watch for longer, and just give the people what they want. So I mean, really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for everything that 2022 has brought us, 2023 has brought us, and what 2024 will bring. So I mean, if you want to see what's going on, definitely stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, all that stuff. You hear me say it in every video. So of course I gotta say it at least like 15 times in this one. So that's the goals for 2024. We're gonna hope to stick to it, and we're gonna hope to, absolutely just crush that goal. I really hope that, obviously in the best case that we can hit them by the end of the year, or I guess in the worst case, we hit everything by the end of the year. But I'm hoping in the best case we just absolutely just crush it and create something here. Like let's get out there and let's show everybody that we can do it. Like we're here to stay. We're hungry. We want to play Magic. We want to get better, and I want to improve the content. I also want to improve myself too. So I thank you all for watching. Everyone that has watched, everyone that has supported the channel. Again, thank you all so much. That's gonna do it for me. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.